Hello everyone, my name is Luchara, and this is my guide to fishing in Stardew Valley. You will unlock fishing on day 2 of your first spring when you receive a letter in the mail from Willie. Hello there. Just got back from a fishing trip. You should come to the beach sometime. I've got something for you. Willie. So we're going to need to head down to the beach to see Willie. The beach is down in the lower right hand corner here as seen on the map. So we'll head down that way, see what Willie has to say. When we enter the beach, we will enter a cutscene with Willie. We're going to cut that out for the purpose of this video. But, take my word for it, he gives us a fishing rod. The bamboo pole, our first rod. So you're going to equip it, hold left click to cast. You want to get the bar to the max, like that. I'll explain later why it's important to do that. For now, we're going to show how to get into the fishing minigame. So you will hear a sound and an exclamation point when you get a bite. Like that. So when you do that, you're going to click your button to pull it in and you'll enter the fishing minigame. So like it says on the left, you click to raise the bar, you release to lower the bar. You want to keep the bar behind the fish. So basically what happens is whenever the bar is behind the fish, your progress bar, which is to the right there, that goes up. If the fish is not behind the bar goes down. When the bar gets full, you catch the fish. If the bar goes empty, the fish gets away. It's as simple as that. I know it's not easy early on to do. One tip I would give people is don't hold the button. You wanna click it rapidly instead. Now there are situations where holding it is smart, but usually you want to click rapidly. You'll get a feel for it when to click versus when to hold. And you will just get better. You get a feel for the fish and their patterns. One other early game tip I can give is the top of the bar versus the bottom of the bar. So if I slam my bar all the way to the top here, like this, boom, you notice how it sticks? But if I do the same thing and let it go all the way to the bottom, it's not going to stick. It's going to bounce. Boom. See that bounce? So if the fish happen to be at the bottom and I need to get down there rapidly, that bounce is going to screw me. See, I did mitigate the bounce somewhat there by clicking. So you want to practice that because it will come into play. That bounce, you can use it strategically. Like, boom, you can bounce right back up if the fish happen to jerk back up. But generally, you're more likely going to want to mitigate the bounce whenever possible. Because if you're going down, it's probably because the fish is there. You can see that. You can see how much I mitigated it there. Now, fishing will also get easier. Because as you level up in game, you start at level 0. You go all the way to level 10. Every time you level up, your fishing bar gets a little bit bigger. So we're going to put something on the line here. And you'll see, you've seen the bar. It's not very big. It's barely bigger than the fish, right? But by the time you get to level 5, boom, look at that. Look how much bigger that is. Got way more room for error there. And when you hit level 10, huge. It's huge. All kinds of room to play with. Now, if you are struggling, still, you're not alone. You can buy the training rod from Willie. It's only 25 gold. What this does is it makes your fishing bar as if you were level 5. So your bar is the size of level 5, no matter if you're level 0. But the downside of using this is you can only catch basic fish. You can't catch the more valuable fish. So you want to keep that in mind. And also you can't catch higher quality fish. And of course, if you're wondering what's higher quality fish, well, let me tell you. There's 4 qualities of fish in Stardew Valley. Basic, silver star, gold star, and iridium or purple star. Now if you look as you go up in quality, they restore more health and energy. So obviously quality is better, higher quality is better, and of course they sell for more as well when they're higher quality. So how do I get higher quality fish, Luchara? You're probably asking. Well, remember when I said I would come back to the cast bar? Well, here we are. So that was the max cast. That's good. The farther to the right you get that, the farther your cast goes. And quality fish is determined basically by how far your cast is from land. So right here is a good spot because there's no land down there. right? Now, if I was to come up here and cast, even if I had a good cast bar, doesn't matter because I'm casting towards land. I'm close to land. I'm not going to get a quality fish there. So this spot down here, this is a good spot because there's no land around, right? See how, and oh, I'm sure you noticed too how far my cast went that time. That's because when you level up, when you hit level 1, level 4, and level 8, your casts go further. And you can see here, this is at max level, get quite a long cast. This is another good spot to fish because there's no land around, so you can get good quality fish here. I'll show you a couple other places around the map where you can get quality fish. Like if you want to come down to the dock, you can come down by Willie's here. You can cast. Actually, pretty much any place on the docks is good. You can pop over to the left here. This will get you good quality fish. Once you unlock the area to the right of the beach, you can come down to the docks over there and get quality fish there. Now, if you want to come into town, this is the spot right between these two bushes. This will get you quality fish. Again, provided you've leveled up and you're getting max casts. You want to come in the forest, you can go down by Leah's cottage here and get some good quality fish here. If you want to come fish in the pond, this would be the spot to go. Now, to be fair, I don't recommend fishing in the pond. There's not many good fish in the pond. But if you do, go here. The other thing that influences fish quality is getting a perfect catch. So a perfect catch is when your fishing bar never leaves the fish. It stays behind the fish the whole time. So a perfect catch does two things. It gets you extra XP. I think it's 2.2% more XP. But it also increases the quality by 1, provided it wasn't basic quality. So basic stays basic even if you're perfect. But a silver star becomes a gold star, and a gold star becomes an iridium star. And that's basically the only way you get iridium star fish. So one other thing with fishing is there are different rods in the game. So I'll explain now where to get them. The fiberglass rod you buy from Willie. You need to be level 2 fishing before you can get this. So you can come down, buy it from him for 1,800 gold. What this does is allows you to equip bait. Bait is amazing. You can also craft bait, by the way, from bug meat. But bait means you get less chance of getting trash when you fish, and the bites are also much faster. I believe it's 50% faster. So to equip it, you just left click on the bait, and then right click on the rod, and boom. I would recommend getting that rod as soon as possible. Now, when you hit level 6 fishing, you can come back to Willie and buy the iridium rod for 7,500 gold. This allows you to equip tackle on your rod. Well, what's tackle, Luchera? Well, let's see. Let's see with some tackles. Spinner slightly increases the bite rate when fishing. Trap bobber causes fish to escape slower when you aren't reeling them in. Adds weight to your fishing bar, preventing it from bouncing along the bottom. Treasure hunter, fish don't escape while collecting treasures. Also slightly increases the chance to find treasures. Slightly increases the size of your fishing bar. That's a good one. Makes your catch cling to the fishing bar. And the dress spinner increases the bite rate when fishing. That's a nice one. I like that one. Now keep in mind those are, they do go away eventually. They're consumable. You equip them the same that you equip bait. Should also be noted that the majority of tackles can also be crafted. So you can see here, there's a spinner. There's pretty much all of them are there. So depending on what materials you have on hand, maybe it makes sense to craft them. Maybe it makes sense to buy them from Willie. Just something to keep in mind, but once you get that rod, you are going to want to have tackle equipped all the time. So you're going to spend a lot of time fishing in the early game because day 2, 3, and 4 especially, the mines aren't unlocked yet. Fishing is a great way to get ahead and earn money. I personally like coming to the lake those days to fish. There's more valuable fish there. The exception, of course, is on the 3rd because it rains on the 3rd every time. It always rains on the 3rd. And there's catfish in the river when it rains. Catfish are extremely valuable. They're also pretty hard to catch. So if you're an inexperienced fisher as a player, and obviously your character is going to be inexperienced, they're probably going to be level 2, maybe level 3 fishing on the 3rd. See, I just lost that catfish. It's hard. It's hard to catch the catfish. Now, it is possible So you can come try if you want. You can always come try, and if you fail a few times, you can just restart the day. Now, I do recommend coming here to catch catfish later in the spring when you're better at the fishing minigame and your level is higher. But early game, I come right here to the lake. I plop a chest down behind me like you see here. That's mostly because in those early days, you're probably not going to have your inventory expanded. It's just going to be basic. So you're going to fill up your inventory. There's going to be stuff maybe you get that you don't need now, but you might need later, so you can throw them in the chest. It's a smart thing to do. So yes, the general idea is come up here in day 2, make as much money as you can. In a perfect world, you make enough money combined with any money you had left over from day 1. I personally only like to plant my parsnips on day 1. I save the rest of my money. But I do see the logic in planting other stuff early too. But if you do, on day 3, have enough money from fishing, and when you get started, go buy the fiberglass rod and bait. You'll catch so many more fish on day 3 and 4 if you have that rod. Oh, and one other tip for you. If you see a treasure chest like this, go get it. If you can safely do it without losing the fish. You see there, I waited until I had my progress bar nice and full before I went and got it, so I didn't lose it, because there's good stuff in chests. Look at that. Ancient seed. Extremely valuable and rare item. Iridium band. Extremely valuable and rare item. So get those chests when you can. And sometimes just have bait. But that's fine. Bait's good. So yeah, so that'll be all for this video. If you enjoyed this guide, let me know in the comments. I can do some more guides. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. And I'll see you in the next one.